Hi guys! Sorry, I think that the wait screen was very crazy because I didn't silence the desktop noise. How are you, my friends? Welcome to my channel Lunatic Plays. I'm the Lunatic who plays these games, and we are back in Dragon Age Origins. So let's get into it. If I look a little bit disheveled, it's because I am disheveled. I'm feeling a little bit like so to be honest. I don't know, like I just been feeling a little bit like weird. I feel weird, yeah. Like not bad, but like on the way to becoming bad. Yeah, it's weird, but I'm like okay-ish. And we have our Dragon Age, we have our tarot cards. We're gonna do it. Hi Ima, how are you? We've been doing the Mage Tower, weren't we? Tower of Magi. Yeah, we just did the fade thingy. And yeah, so willpower, no, strength, sorry, dexterity and constitution for him, and then disengage. Okay, bravery. Ooh, let's get this one. Cool. Yeah, we had the fade thingy, and we got the litany of Adrala. Oh. How do I level her up?
Right.
Okay. So magic, and I'm gonna add constitution. Then, oh right, yeah. I forgot the cards. So let's just open the space. I'm opening the space. I'm calling upon guides, guardians, ancestors, and spirits. I'm calling upon spirits of fun and games, good wishing entities only. Calling upon Goddess Isis to protect us in this space, guide us to a fun, educational journey through tarot and entertainment. And yes, this space is now open. Nice. So let's shuffle. All right. So what skill are we going for? 9 of Swords. It's a very kind of like mental card. I wonder if this card is not for me because I've been having problems sleeping lately. Combat training. Is there like a mental resilience or something like that? Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spell casting. Bonus mana regeneration. Yeah, in a roundabout way I could say maybe the combat training, so let's just go for that. Okay, what are we spending on spells wise? The Three of Swords. This is like emotion and mind coming together, piercing the heart. Maybe something with entropy? Maybe the crushing prison, to be honest. It could be, because it's kind of like when you think about the feeling of heartbreak, it's kind of like it's this feeling of like hopelessness that kind of cages you in. So like you have this like paralyzing feeling, but it's also like very painful, you know, the swords piercing the heart. So I guess like through a very roundabout way, like we are appropriating here, yeah. In a very roundabout way, we could say this is the crushing prison, which coincidentally is also the one that I really want. Am I swaying the meaning to my advantage? Is the meaning swayed beforehand? We'll never know. This is Gestalt psychology for you. Alright. Anything for us to collect before we move forward? Don't think so. And that's where we came from, okay. Alright, we were
It's
not.
incredible.
Oh shit!
I shall do it. If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
Let me get the crushing prison. Assign.
Careful!
Die!
It is, isn't it?
Yes?
Oh.
Is there something you wish to discuss?
No.
If not, we should
I
hurry.
wish to
Time
go.
is of the essence.
Let's move on.
Onward, then.
No, I cannot. I have this strange urge to flee. It shall be done. It is begun. There is no glory in bloodshed. It shall be done. As you say. Quickly, we must fight!
Nice.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Can you, or are you just saying you can? Oh, you can.
What now?
That's nice.
Ready.
Let's upgrade win. Oh. Let's give her the combat training. She's got group heal. Okay. Earthquake. This could be good for crowd control enemies. Oh, sorry to hear that, Ima. Like, to be honest, I don't know how long we're gonna be here today because I'm really like, I'm feeling worse and worse every minute. I don't know, I feel like pain in my stomach. I feel a little bit nauseous as well. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me today. I just feel like we haven't done Dragon Age in 2 weeks, so I was like, okay, let's just do it. Let's power through it.
It is begun. Very well.
Here comes trouble! Watch out!
No quarter shall be given.
Oh no. Sorry to hear that, Ima. Yeah, let me know how it
Allow
goes.
me. I could do that for you. It's done.
Yes?
I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes. Allow me. I could do that for you. Just like you wanted.
Okay.
Very well.
Oh shit. Fuck! You!
I shall do it. Very well. Away with you! It shall be done.
We must fight.
I am ready.
Okay. You. Quick heal.
Direct me.
No! I shall do it.
No, I wanted the other one.
Here comes trouble!
Oh. Yeah, I'd say that it must be
Allow me.
horrible, especially
can do
with all
that
the
for you.
programming that you have to be doing now.
I finished.
What now?
Like, especially when you are developing and sending and downloading large files of data, you need to have a very stable connection, don't you? Oh.
This trick again? I know what you are. It won't work. I will stay strong.
Colin, don't you recognize me?
Only too well. Ugh, how far they must have delved into my thoughts.
The boy is exhausted. And this cage, I've never seen anything like it. Rest easy. Help is here.
Ugh, enough visions. If anything in you is human, kill me now and stop this game.
He's delirious. He's been tortured and has probably been denied food and water. I can tell. Here, I have a skin of...
Don't touch me. Stay away. sifting through my thoughts,
Oh.
tempting me with the one thing I always wanted but could
That's
never
fair.
have,
That's
using my
very
shame
fair.
against me, my ill-advised infatuation with her. Ugh, a mage, of all things. I am so tired of these cruel jokes, these tricks, these...
I don't think I should be hearing this.
Silence! I'll not listen to anything you say. Now be gone! Still here. But that's always worked before. I close my eyes, but you are still here when I open them.
No shit, Sherlock. Just tell me where the surviving mages are.
What others? What are you talking about?
Irving and the other mages who fought Aldred. Where are they?
They are in the harrowing chamber. The sounds coming up from there. Oh, Maker.
We must hurry. They are in grave danger, I am sure of it.
You can't save them. You don't know what they've become.
And you do?
They've been surrounded by blood mages whose wicked fingers snake into your mind and corrupt your thoughts.
His hatred of mages is so intense. The memory of his friends' deaths is still fresh in his mind.
You have to end it now, before it's too late.
What do you propose we do?
To ensure this horror is ended, to guarantee that no abominations or blood mages live, you must kill everyone up there.
Okay, so spirits of fun, spirits of play, and games come and guide my decision. Shall we try to spare as many people as possible? Or shall we just get rid of all the potential Maleficarum? Huh. King of Wands. The element is fire. It's also in reverse. King of Wands is someone like in control of their destiny, of their life, someone who stands firmly over their passions and is able to direct their destiny into whichever direction they're going. In reverse, it might mean exercising over control or holding on too much onto goals and ideas that maybe are not serving you too well. In this context, I'm not exactly sure what it means. So shall we kill everyone or shall we try to save some people? Okay, I get it. Okay, it's the world. Again, it's in reverse, but I think the message that's coming here is that they're giving us the freedom to make our own decision in this case. Because it's kind of like trying to exercise over control, you have the world available to you, and it's not kind of like deciding on a factor. So what would you do, Ima? I'm just gonna stick to this rule that whenever they give us the choice, I'm just gonna get you to decide. I know. Well, I mean, look, I always do take the precaution of only inviting good spirits, you know, and spirits are this kind of beings, like, they're more pure than us. They exist in a higher form of being. They don't have to deal with these human concepts such as murder, you know, and all these like kind of dark things that on this level of existence we are still kind of figuring out as a human journey. So, you know, kind of like the entities that we are interacting with kind of evolved past doing this thing, so it's almost inconceivable for them that this could be a thing, which is kind of like interesting how that works in the context of the game, you know, that they're participating. Like, to be honest, like for me it's a big experiment to do the tarot in here, but you know, kind of like I do get the sense that we're probably gonna have a very morally correct playthrough, but then when confronted with such decisions as this one, they might be giving us a free hand, which is fair enough, you know. It's like we, you know, this is kind of the matter where maybe they cannot make those kind of decisions. Okay, so like, should we rather spare a maleficarum than risk harming an innocent? Should we kill everyone, or should we just see what's going on and decide when we're there? Let's see, okay.
That is your choice to make, but I beg you to consider what I have to say. You cannot tell Maleficarum by sight. Just one could influence the mind of a king, of a grand cleric.
No shit. I've made my decision.
Make her turn his gaze on you. I hope your compassion hasn't doomed us all.
Which compassion? It's just my inquisitive nature, bitch. I'm no stranger to shanking a hole.
Do you accept the gift that I offer?
That is one shady gift.
Ah, look what we have here. I remember you. Irving's star pupil. Aldred didn't think much of you then, and I certainly don't see your appeal now.
Well, forgive me if I'm not very impressed.
I suppose one can't be loved universally. I'm quite impressed you're still alive. Unfortunately, that must mean you killed my servants. Oh, well, they are probably better off dying in the service of their betters than living with the terrible responsibility of independence.
Your son follow your
Wait.
servants.
Let's not be hasty.
Oh.
I'm trying to have a civilized conversation here.
Oh, okay. Spirits of fun, spirits of games. Come, help us decide. Shall we make a deal with the Maleficarum, or shall we just kill him? I guess we should hear what he has to say. It's the Nine of Pentacles. It's it's about seeing your garden grow. So it's kind of like enjoying the fruits of your labor. But it's also a venture, a financial venture, an agreement that's not yet complete. And especially it's in reverse, so in this type of situation it could be kind of like, maybe don't make the deal with the devil, but you can hear what he has to say. Talk.
A mage is but the larval form of something greater. Your chantry vilifies us, calls us abominations, when we have truly reached our full potential. Look at them. The chantry has them convinced. They deny themselves the pleasure of becoming something glorious.
You're mad. There's nothing glorious about what you've become, Uldred.
Uldred? He is gone. I am Uldred, and yet not Uldred. I am more than he was.
Oh, he's possessed.
I could give you this gift to win. You and all the mages. It would be so much easier if you just accepted it. But some people can be so stubborn.
Okay. Are we done talking? I think so. I think the order is to kill. You see the sleeping soldier and the swords which appear to be falling onto him. Also, I do feel like it's like the sleeping or a dead soldier. Like to me, it always looked like a dead soldier, but most tarot readers say that he's sleeping. I would take this as a call to action. So,
Resistance. Everywhere I go, resistance. How very inconsiderate. Wait, what do we have here? Why, it's the first enchanter. Come, say hello to your old apprentice, Irving. Don't mind the blood. He's had a hard day.
What have you done to him?
Stop him. He is building an army. He will destroy the Templars, and...
You're a sly little fox, Irving, telling on me like that. And here I thought he was starting to turn.
Never!
That's enough out of you, Irving. He'll serve me eventually. As will you.
Ace of Pentacles. I think it's you who will serve me.
I serve no one. No, I have plans for you. Great plans. Your raw potential, with the strength of a demon behind it, would be unstoppable. I can do that. I can give you power and a new life.
That doesn't sound very appealing
I
to me.
don't think your opinion matters. That is what I've decided, and that is what will be done. Fight, if you must. It will just make my victory all the sweeter.
Don't forget the litany. It will thwart Uldred's attempts to control the mages and win this fight for us.
It shall be done.
We must have victory.
Damn you! Put them back! Yes!
Okay, you do this.
I tried to be merciful!
As you say. It is begun.
The litany! Use it, now!
Okay, spells. No. Which one was it? Potions? Sustained? No. Poisons? No. Advanced? Yes. Okay, you definitely do a quick heal.
Defend yourself! Make a preserver! Ha!
It shall be done.
Oh. Advanced.
This part takes forever.
Okay, spells. Oh, do the weakness. Then do disorient.
I tried to be merciful! Here comes trouble!
Okay, now it's potions.
Blast it!
Okay, done with you now.
Oh, do this.
Best be wary! Oh, lovely.
Oh. Litany.
Come, let us end this!
You force our hand.
Disorient him again.
Best be wary!
Oh shit. Litany, litany.
It shall be done.
My magic will make short work of them.
Potions. Lyrium.
I tried to be merciful!
Let's do the weakness again.
I will fight if I must.
I shall do it. It shall be done.
Here comes trouble!
As you say.
Ah, this has gone well.
Oh. Ka-ching, ka-ching! Yay! Uldred is dead. Nice. Exactly what Doctor ordered.
Oh, Maker.
And Irving is
I'm
alive.
too old for this.
Irving, are you all right?
I've
Poor Irving.
been better. But I am thankful to be alive. I suppose that is your doing, isn't it, Win?
I wasn't alone. I had help.
I was surprised to see you standing there, but I am glad you have returned. The Circle owes both of you a debt we will never be able to repay. Come, the Templars await. We shall let them know that the tower is once again ours.
You know what? I just had a very brilliant fucking idea. I have a fanfic idea. Imagine like Dragon Age fanfic idea between Irving and Gregor, a mage and Templar, hot, steamy, gay power couple rising through the ranks of the magic circle and the chantry together to become first enchanter and Templar knight commander. It writes itself, doesn't it? Oh, it would be pop culture fucking diamond. I love it. Now, that is an idea. I said it here first, and Netflix reach out to me. We're gonna make it happen. Let's go.
I'll need you to guide me down the stairs. Curse whoever insisted the circle be housed in a tower.
Irving? Maker's breath. I did not expect to see you alive.
It is over, Gregor. Aldred is dead.
Aldred tortured these mages, hoping to break their wills and turn them into abominations. We don't know how many of them have turned.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
Of course he'll say that. He might be a blood mage. Don't you know what they did? I won't let this happen again.
I am the Knight Commander here, not you.
Word, Queen. Well, what does the Knight Commander think then?
We have won back the tower. I will accept Irving's assurance that all is well.
But they may have demons within them, lying dormant, lying in wait.
Enough. I have already made my decision. Thank you. You have proven yourself a friend of both the Circle and the Templars.
It had to be done.
I promised you aid, but with the Circle restored, my duty is to watch the mages. They are free to help you, however. Speak to them.
You mean the first enchanter?
Yes, Irving. For now, I will have to oversee a sweep of the tower. There may be some survivors, and we should do our best to tend to them. Please excuse me. And Irving, it is good to have you back.
I'm sure
I'm
we'll be at each other's
fangirling
throats
so
again
hard.
in no time.
I'm fangirling so hard. I'm going to ship these two. It's going to happen.
Here we are, the tower in disarray, the circle nearly annihilated. Oh, it could have been much, much worse. I am glad you arrived when you did. It's almost as though the Maker himself sent you.
The Blight drove me here to seek aid.
The least we can do is help you against the Darkspawn. I would hate to survive this, only to be overcome by the Blight.
So I have your word?
You have my word. As first enchanter, the Circle will join the Grey Wardens in the fight.
Irving, I have a request. I seek leave to follow the Grey Warden.
Wynne,
Nice.
we need you here. The Circle needs you.
I appreciate the sentiment, Irving. But the Circle will do fine without me. The Circle has you. This woman is brave and good, and capable of great things. If she will accept my help, I will help her accomplish her goals.
Actually, about your previous comment, like, since this playthrough Dragon Age mixes spirituality and video games, let's talk about this. Because it's like, I have encountered different beliefs in, like, quote-unquote spiritual circles, because this quote-unquote spirituality is not a very well-defined belief system. It's not an institutionalized belief system like, say, Christianity would be. So you know, there's not a guidebook, which is something that draws me to it, because it's kind of like you experience your own spirituality in your own way, and that's what the belief is. You know, there are some commonalities between different factions, like, you know, the belief in like the existence of energy and unity of all things and higher states of being and consciousness and the transcendence through, you know, dimensions. Like, you know, we are now in the third dimension, having a third dimensional life, and then like we move to a different dimension and that kind of thing. That seems to be very commonplace in these type of circles, you know, and so like everything's made of energy and all that kind of thing. But there are some spiritual factions that would maybe espouse some of those like more bigoted beliefs. I do feel like I feel like bigotry and judgment and prohibitions specifically, I really feel like this is, that's only my experience, yeah, but I feel like that's a very human thing, because it's almost like you're trying to control other people. Some of it comes from that, and some of it comes from people bring to an extreme this idea that when you are withholding something from yourself as an act of sacrifice, you are like gaining something from that. And sure enough, like it can work in some things, like, you know, like you're withholding, I don't know, sugar, and you feel better because your body's not so corrupted by it, you know? It's like that kind of idea. But people tend to kind of bring this idea of self-sacrifice to a crazy level in some situations, and in spiritual circles as well. I see this whole thing where they're like, you know, you have to stop eating meat, for example, because like unity with animals and unity of all things, and the more conscious you become, the more you have to like be aware of it, and being aware of it means making those sacrifices. So it's kind of like, but to me, this is very, very much the influence of Christianity, because Christianity is like this whole idea of martyrdom, no? Like you have to like kill yourself for the sins of others, you know, Jesus died on the cross, that whole thing. And I feel like that mentality and that ideology transcends, then like you abandon Christianity because I don't want to be hip or edgy or whatever. Or you start to feel it as well, but you don't have fully words to describe it. But you still carry all that residual understanding of what spirituality means, because you're looking at it from that perspective of how it was when you've been indoctrinated as, say, like a Christian. Because a lot of these alternative spiritual circles, they are mostly white people, at least here, you know. So it's like ex-Christians or people from Christian family who like rebelled against Christianity, who now have these spiritual beliefs because they maybe experience reality and consciousness and energy in some way. They get like a glimpse into how this works, but they only have this understanding of what they were brought up with, so they bring these ideological assumptions together with them. But I feel like this is a human invention, like with like, for example, like the church rejecting gay people or trans people or whatever, you know. It's like, it's so it's a human thing. Like I've never in any of my spiritual experiences, in any of my attempts to like communicate with the spirits or whatever, you know, or like even when I was doing like transcendental meditation, you know, with stuff like ayahuasca or whatever, you know, in my shamanic retreats, where like you go and you meet the spirits, you know, like you're actually there with them. I have never, ever experienced anything remotely related to the fact that this higher power that we might be talking about, and every one of us experiencing it in our own unique way, that there could be any bias or rejection. And this is like, for me, it always comes down to this assumption that if it is, it has a function and it's important, you know? So it's like we created these rules, whom we reject, whom we accept. But really, in the nature, everything exists. Everything is kind of like an experiment. And God doesn't really give a fuck whether you're gay or not. You know, we all have a place in this reality. We all have a place to live and exist and experience the reality in whatever way. There is not one way to do it. But we humans are limited beings, and we like to have a guidebook. We like to have a daddy who tells us to do things in A, B, C, and D way. But it doesn't work that way. There's many ways to do things and many ways to go through life. And people find that very destabilizing, you know? So for me, I've never experienced that, but I know a circle of spiritual people that they are like kind of very derivative from that Christian belief. They are the Gnostics, and they have this thing where like they're like a Christianity with a twist of spirituality. It's a very fascinating circle, and they're a very old organization, actually. Like, I think that their spiritual belief of Christianity derives from the earliest of the earliest Christian scriptures. Originally, before there was the Catholic religion, the Catholic Church, they were Gnostics, and there's some factions of them still surviving today. And they like reject gay people, for example. They don't accept them, you know, like you can't be part of their church if you're doing that, because they have this belief that sex is utilitarian and should only happen for reproduction, which to me is not really, like, I don't know. I don't agree with it. Nothing in my spiritual experience that I have ever learned would even allude that way. For me, it's actually more about like freedom of experience, and every experience is valid and everything serves a function. And if it exists, it has a place in reality. So that's what I always come back to. The one thing I struggle with a lot is like, since bigotry exists and Trump and Elon Musk exist, I always ask myself, what the fuck is their function? Because to me, from my human level perspective, I have no idea why this hatred and judgment, like, what is there for? Why is it? That's what I don't understand. You know, just like live and let live, basically. Oh, okay. Spirits of fun, spirits of play, spirits of games. Come, are we taking Win with us on our journey? Please say yes, because she's a healer and we need her. Please, spirits, let's bring Win with us on the journey. Yes. Let's bring her. I would be honored.
You were never one to stay in the tower when there was adventure to be had elsewhere.
Why stay when I can be of service elsewhere?
Then I give you leave to follow the Grey Warden, but know that you always have a place here. There is much to be done here, and I must go. You must forgive me for not being a proper host.
I understand, till we meet again.
When the time comes, we will stand beside you.
Alright, let's just sell our stuff.
You really killed all those abominations? I didn't think it was possible. I thought we'd all die here. I'm sure you need supplies after that, don't you?
Oh, shit.
You really killed all those abominations? I'm sure you need supplies after that.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know which ones there. Okay, first we dress up our people. You know, let's go to camp. Let's see if any of our companions need anything. And we can always sell our stuff to Boden. So, inspect. That's the one we're wearing, isn't it? Yeah. Oh. Spell power, spirit damage. Oh, that's a better one. Oh no, that's the one we have equipped. Okay, never mind. I keep looking on the wrong side. Win. Well, okay, never mind. You have a much better staff. If I remember correctly, we had a book for Morrigan, the Black Grimoire. Yes, let's give it to her.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Major's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
Of course. What do you hope to find within it?
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Nice. And her... what is she wearing? She has the magic staff. What about acolyte staff? Okay, hers is better. Never mind. Yeah. Okay. Now for the robes. She's magic and cold damage. Fire damage, nice. Electricity damage. Oh. Templar. Okay, he needs more strength. 27 points. Alright, we're gonna keep it for when he has them. Health regeneration, armor, spare power. Yes! Amazing, love it. Mate robes. Apprentice robes. What about Morrigan? Mage robes. Magical damage. Willpower magic. Willpower. Defense, mana regeneration, and combat. Oh yeah. Okay, that's one hell of an outfit. I love it. Now Liliana, what's the story with the daggers? She has the one with an attack. And the okay, she has a better one equipped. Okay. Alistair. A blade, maybe? No. No. Okay. Ooh. These fire resistance armor, cold resistance. I guess we can give one of those to like Win. Yeah. Electricity resistance. Oh, willpower. Let's give this to Morrigan. Liana. Okay, she has a better one. Alistair. Cold resistance. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. He has a defense belt. We have a defense belt. I think defense belt is better. Ooh! And let's give this one to Win. Oh, she's got magic. Okay, what about Morrigan? Yes. Avocado. Oh. Nice. Okay, gold bar. I think that was Zevran. So I don't remember. Silver chain, that's Morrigan. That's...
A fine gift. You have my thanks. Interesting.
This is for the dog. Ale, that was Ogren. I think that was Ogren. That was Ogren. And these are for Zevran. Oh, 2 more bands. And we're gonna do Cards Against Humanity. I love it. I love that I have more people banned than those who follow me on Twitch.
You considered my offer? Soldier's Peak has been abandoned too long, if you ask me.
All right. I still need to think about it. What's the story?
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
I'd like to see what goods you
Oh,
have.
certainly, I can do that for you. Just come with me.
All right. Let's... part. So we have this like crazy dagger. Why? Okay, maybe she doesn't have enough dexterity, but we're keeping it. Yeah, this one we can sell. This one we can sell. This we can sell. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here, this we can sell. I think. Let's keep that one. This one, yes. We're gonna keep the Templar armor. These we can sell. Shock bomb. Health, lyrium we're keeping, injury we're keeping, Maverick Crunch we're gonna keep, and the rest we can sell. Okay, and then this we can sell, Fire Crystal we can sell, lyrium we're keeping, that's what we can sell. Elf fruit we should keep, deep mushroom we should keep, flask we're gonna keep, toxin extract we can sell. Okay, perfect. We can get rid of those runes. We'll just buy better ones later. Oh, Drake scale we're gonna keep because it's a good material for armor later on. All right, I think that we should talk to Win. See what she has for us.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Are you alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
There's still some life in those old bones, I bet.
Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time. But there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
Hey, don't say those things. We need you.
Oh, no. I'm not the sort of person that leaves things unfinished. I'll see this through, I promise.
Oh. Okay, Liliana, anything to say?
Yes? Well, here I am.
What was the life in the cloister like?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Yeah. Yes, they tend to be self-righteous.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the chantry says, and the chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men.
Yeah.
Not the chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
This is exactly it. Like, I think that Liliana is a perfect example of like a truly religious person, but in this admirable way. Like, her religion is a virtue because it's not about the persecution of others, and it's not about glorification of her ego. She believes in the Maker and the teachings of the chantry as far as the key ideas behind the teachings, not the institution and the clerics themselves, because she understands that them as people are faulty and that a lot of this self-righteousness exists and that it is wrong. So I really like her take on the whole chantry thing.
Something on your mind?
Ooh. Okay, we're doing it. Has anyone ever told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
You know you're handsome.
Maybe. It doesn't hurt to have a pretty girl say that, though. Beats being run through with a sword any day. So, is this the part where I get to say the same?
That would be nice.
Oh, well, I'll think about it then. Sometime soon, I'm sure.
Such a tease. And Morrigan. What is Morrigan up to?
I await your command.
Oh, I love it how we have such a good relationship with her. Let's ask her something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Well, I guess I am. Is Flemeth really what she seems?
Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be?
Human?
Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience.
I've heard a little of it.
No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
That sounds interesting.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Just how long ago was this?
Many centuries, before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Oh, so he sold his wife to another man.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge.
So she truly loved Olsen then.
That was not the point. Conabar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies.
Which?
The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began.
How is it that she survived for so long?
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not. I only know my mother is clever, and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her.
The legend tells of Flemeth having many daughters.
You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds, after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Why would she refuse to speak
The
with them?
chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be
Lovely.
true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well.
Aren't abominations usually insane horrors?
How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect even to her.
So she twisted herself through magic so much that she herself doesn't really know what she is anymore. Well, as we find out in Dragon Age Inquisition, she does know. And the whole thing comes crashing down in Veilguard. An interesting story, thank you.
Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless.
There's nothing really to say about her.
I see. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Oh, nice. I love the friendship with Morgan. Now, avocado.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Don't listen to Alistair, he's full of
Hey!
rubbish. Such a good boy, our avocado. Okay, I'm just gonna go run to the bathroom, I'll be right back, and we will continue. Let me close the window because it's getting dark. To be honest, we're having such hot couple days and it's only getting hotter. Apparently Friday is gonna be the hottest day. So Friday, by the way, you guys, we're not streaming on Friday. I'm busy. I'm going to the beach. I'm gonna be making barbecue on the beach. I'm going to be swimming. I'm going on my paddleboard. I can't wait. And then I'm having cocktails with an old friend in the evening. So I'll be probably pretty hungover on Saturday. But yes, Friday is my celebration. I'm planning to spend most of the day on the beach. So yeah. But Saturday we'll stream The Sims.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to win. And
Indeed.
Liliana. Accept. Okay, and I remember like Yeah, like this and Ferelden, and we choose. Okay, so let's get the next location. Spirits of fun, spirits of play, spirits of games. Where are we going next in our adventures? The sun. Okay. This is interesting. I have a feeling like it's probably gonna mean the Brazilian forest. Because the sun, this is a major arcana. This is kind of like... it's in the third stage of the evolution of consciousness where you're becoming super conscious and kind of like quote-unquote one with the universe. But it's also the return to the innocence of the child through joy and enlightenment of the sun. And even like the imagery, you know, it's like the freedom of the innocence, the freedom of the joy, you know, the kind of, you kind of become through the process of enlightenment washed from all the things that, you know, make humans quote unquote unclean, you know. So it's like, I think like even from the imagery itself is like the baby on the horse, you know, in the background with the sunflowers, and it's like this very like joyful, free type of representation in the image form. I would say that this probably means that we should go to meet the Dalish elves in the Brazilian forest. I think it fits the most, because what else would it be? Like, I don't think it's the dwarves. It doesn't really sit well about the dwarves. Aemon, the guy from Redcliffe as well, doesn't really ring like the guy who's sick with the army in Redcliffe. Doesn't really seem like Denerim, the human city where the traitor is. Doesn't seem like that one either. So yeah. Ooh. What is this? Ban Lawrence land. Okay. We'll get to that one later. And here, Soldier's Pass. Okay. Well, Brazilian outskirts it is, I think. Oh.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
All I'm gonna say is that he was in the original series I did, the first series I did on this channel. I took that guy, the Antivan Crow, as the love interest.
A fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world. from the Maker himself.
Ooh, did you sell a few copies in the Circle Tower? Not so strange, I have 5 copies.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and neither do these large men carrying swords. Get them!
More enemies ahead!
What a bitch! Excuse you?
It is begun.
Oh shit! Alistair is dead.
Make
okay.
his breath!
You. Do the revival. Confirm.
Oh!
No!
Here!
You.
Oh no!
Shit. Yes, do this.
Attack!
Potion. Do quick heal.
Let's end this!
Oh, there's a mage. There's a. Oh shit. You quick heal.
Direct me.
Ah! Oh shit. Do the group heal. Do the group heal.
Immediately. As you say. Oh, I am far too old for this. Must it always be more killing?
Sadly.
Immediately.
Time to taste steel!
Ka-ching, ka-ching. Okay. Oh, she's got the injury.
Sure.
How is actually my relationship with them? Liliana, yeah, so. Alistair, yeah, could be better. Not very, we just haven't received much from him. Okay, Win, yeah, also so, but not bad. That's good. Yeah, from what I remember, like the relationship kind of starts off a little bit slow, but once they in it, there's some really good moments of like romantic.
Hold,
stuff.
outsider. You may be of my kind, but you are not Dalish. Why are you here?
I have business with your leader.
And what business is that?
I am a Grey
That is
Warden.
not a lie that many would attempt. I will bring you to the Keeper then, and he can decide if your business is worthwhile.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Maserenus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
Maria, nice to meet
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us. And though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Okay. Spirits of fun, spirits of play, spirits of games. Tell me, should we help Zathrian? Or should we move on, as these are our options? Queen of Cups. Okay. She's the emotionally nurturing maternal figure, so I would go that yes, we will help them, as we will nurture them. So, is there a way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I am good at non-trivial
Within
tasks.
the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
You said you could perhaps destroy
There
the
is no
curse?
guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
I'll find this with
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I need some equipment.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
Okay.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Alright, well, we've got the elves. Supplies.
At your service.
At my service now, is it? Oh wait, it's something
Well,
private?
we're not exactly alone. What did you have in mind?
Oh my god, I need to tell you how much I enjoy your company. I think we need to end what now? Nothing has started for there to be an end.
Fair enough. Off we go then.
Oh, that's Master Varasfron.
What
okay.
are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Varathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a
We need
Durgenlin.
to
This
start
is living
now.
wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Varathorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
I was told you could supply me with
Yes,
equipment.
yes. The keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need.
What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found it?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Very well.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
That's
I am no
fair.
merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Okay. And does he have... Oh, silver brooch? Yes. I was wondering if he has like the expansion for our backpack, but it doesn't seem like he does. Chastened ropes. Okay. All right. I think these are the supplies.
How do they move these things through the forest? Do the trees just get out of their way, or what?
Hello?
Why are you cringing? Speak up.
That is, we
What's your problem? You need a therapist? I'll be your therapist. Is everything
I'm
all right?
sorry. I'm not used to dealing with outsiders. Though we do get people like you from time to time. Elves from the city, I mean. I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Who's Gaina?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Why not go into the forest anyway?
But the keeper said, no, I just can't. What if I encountered a werewolf? I couldn't defeat one of those on my own.
Should we get the pelt for the for him, or should we try to convince him to woo Gaina? Ooh, interesting. The Empress. She is like the she's like the mother nature. So like I don't know, because she, like, to me she's like the goddess of the hunt, you know. But also she's like this image of a very powerful female. So, you know, like, maybe put her on pedestal, but also there could be that element of the hunt here. So shall we get the pelt for him, or shall we convince him to actually talk to Gaina? Okay, Knight of Cups. He communicates, this is a messenger, and it's in the realms of emotions and hearts. So I would say that they're asking us to, like, get him to actually, like, woo her. Have you tried wooing her?
Wooing? I don't understand.
Romance her. Show her you love her.
I've serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon. But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her.
Have you tried giving her a gift?
A gift? No, that wouldn't be appropriate. Not before we're married.
How about really showing your love?
I've serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon. But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her.
Suppose it would be too much to ask if you've bettered
No,
her.
we've never done anything like that. Never.
You've never even kissed?
Of course not. I'm not even bonded yet. I've never kissed anyone, not like that.
That happens to be very important.
Nobody tells me anything about that sort of thing.
Oh shit. Would you like me to explain it to you?
I don't think that would help. Not really.
Oh shit. Should we bet him? I think this card comes up and it's like 3 is a crowd. Is a 3 of Pentacles. Let me think of something else then.
Such as?
Perhaps I could talk to Gaina for you? Yes, that's in
suppose
line
you
with
could,
the Knight
but
of Cups
what good
that
would
we
that
got.
do? The situation
We'll be a
hasn't
messenger
changed.
for him. I can be pretty persuasive.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
And it's actually encouraging that solution, because the 3 of Pentacles is talking about an agreement between 3 people. And it's also like a formation of an agreement, a material agreement. Which I guess they are planning on marriage, or the elven equivalent, so. Can't hurt.
Cyranas. Oh, ma Cyranas. I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
The goddess of love. She's here. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Where is the girl? Gaina. Is that's Athras, that's someone else. Oh, God of the Craft. Okay. Distinctive landmark, otherwise unremarkable. Elf nurse. Okay. Ah!
Irving told me about how you became a Grey Warden, and that unpleasant incident that occurred prior to your departure from the Circle.
You're talking about Jowan.
None other. I respect the decision you made, and the way you handled it. And it did not seem to affect Duncan's desire to recruit you. But that aside, you're a Grey Warden now, and perhaps I presume too much by saying this, but the Circle is proud of you.
Girl, I love you. I love Wynn. Honestly, she's like the wise old woman who's also a bestie. I love her. She's so cool. If I was there, perhaps I could have prevented, you know.
And perhaps you would be dead now. Thinking such things is neither productive nor good for your soul. You can agonize about how you should have been at the tower, or you can imagine that you weren't there because you had to be elsewhere. Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to, that it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
It was. But now let me speak to Gaina.
Andiran Atishan, outsider.
You're Gaina, right? Cameron mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
He said that you refused to give him your hand.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Cameron. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
If you love him, it doesn't matter, right?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
If you love him, then believe in him and help him succeed.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Cameron miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Cameron.
So, I was the messenger.
Cameron, I've been a fool.
For
Gaina?
love,
What do you
divine
mean?
feminine energy.
Have you changed your
and
mind?
I made an agreement.
I have. The
3
outsider
people made
has
an
helped me
agreement.
to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy. This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Nice. The Tale of Iloran.
Allow me.
I could do that for you.
What's next?
Right.
There are places where...
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
Who are you?
My name is Alora. I am the Master Herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
You think being Grey Warden is exciting?
Not as much as I assumed you thought my task boring in comparison. Am I wrong?
If that makes you a shepherd, then no, you're not.
I am more than a simple shepherd. True animal husbandry requires many long years of training, especially with our Hala. But I take no offense. In truth, my place as the Master Herder is a small one, but one I am quite satisfied with. Would that we could all find such peace with our lot in life.
Okay, what is a Hala?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides.
You make them sound like friends.
That is exactly what they are, in fact. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
Why have you separate this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
I really am a witch. So I just like pulled a random card literally from the top of my deck. Look at the image. Like this shit keeps happening to me. The synchronicity of the messaging through the tarot cards is so insane every single time. It's so on point in every situation. Like before we were talking about love and suddenly all the cards align the ones that talk about hearts, you know, and agreements and that kind of thing. And it's like, and now we talk to this girl who has a sick Hala. I pull a card and this one comes up. You know, like I have a very scientific, inquisitive mind, but I cannot not believe this. You know what I mean? Like I think there's something in it. You know, like I don't claim to have all the answers, but my spirituality comes from the fact that I've experienced some things I just simply cannot otherwise explain, and therefore I make the choice to believe it because. To me, it would be weird not to believe this, you know. But of course, I don't ask anyone to believe me. But it's just like I'm so happy when it happens and I have it on camera now that like I can share it. You know, I have proof. This happens to me. Yeah. Like we got a lot of those type of synchronicities. Like when I did the vlog with Adriana as well, and we both got the same cards. Like the synchronicity is incredible. I mean, what is even the probability that this would happen in a deck of like what 77? So I think 77 cards. Yeah. So yeah, it's just. You know, woo! You know, like, you don't have to believe it, just stay with me on this one. We do magic here, you know. On screen and off screen.
I wish I could calm her enough to speak with her.
I don't know what I clicked.
We've lost so many of our hunters. I would hate to lose one of our Hala as well.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Survival. Examine her.
And? What do you think?
I truly cannot
I
tell.
am glad you attempted it regardless.
Try to calm her. Oh.
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
There's nothing more I
I
can
am
do.
glad you attempted it regardless.
I will go.
I will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes. I am grateful for your assistance, friend.
Right. Oh, Fenharel, the Dread Wolf. Okay, Athras.
Andera Natetian, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I don't mind. I understand.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
You do not seem very happy about it.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't trouble you with this. You have your own concerns, I am certain.
I like to hear about it.
Well, perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Alright, I'll seek her out.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Nice. Which way is into the forest? I think it's here. Brazilian forest, yeah. Oh, there's a werewolf.
Fight. Very well. If we must fight, let us do it quickly. I shall do it. As you say.
No! Do you really wish to be beaten by an old woman? Most excellent.
Oh, burn them, Win, burn!
Beasties are coming.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I would like to hear what happened to your friend who is a high school teacher. I don't know what happened to the Xbox though. Okay. We're back. I don't know what happened. Sorry. But tell me, do tell me.
It is begun.
Blight wolf.
It is begun.
Oh. Uh-huh.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. Another of the Dalish come to put us in our place. Come to make us pay for our attack.
And who are you supposed to be?
You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed.
Okay.
Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
So it was like the girl didn't want to go to school, so she sent her friend from like a different class or a different school in her stead, and this other girl took her place in the class? Yikes. Oh, were they having like a test and an exam or something like that on that day? So she sent her friend to take the exam for her. Was that what happened? Oh my. What the fuck? You can't make that shit up. What the fuck? Hi. Okay, spirits of fun, spirits of play, spirits of games. Are we going to negotiate with the werewolves, or are we going to... Oh. Okay. The magician fell out. Means we have all the tools at our disposal to achieve our means. We create a reality. Okay, I guess this could be understood as them giving us the tools to determine what's gonna happen next. What would you do? Would you try to kill the werewolves or negotiate with them? They called... That's wild. That's so wild. Negotiate. Okay, I would prefer to talk to you. I mean, you know how.
Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction.
Did they find her in
Never
the
to
end?
talk.
You talk Alsatian as if you know him.
We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. I swear it.
Yeah, of course. Because like the school has like has the responsibility for all the students on the grounds, no? But what if a student like ditches class? Like for example, I missed like 50% of the school year every year. I was notoriously running from school. Like I didn't attend half of the school year. I was just gone. But I was also dealing with severe depression, so it's like they never persecuted me for it. I also was bullied a lot, so it was a whole thing. Like I was nice to the teachers, I had good grades, I just didn't show up, you know. Kasia is still like, it was me, I was there. Makeup, you know, the power of contour. I got a new palette. Oh, that is some shit you can't make up, like, really. Aye. So, why do you hate him so much?
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking.
How can I help you
Run
if
from the
you won't
forest
tell
while
me?
you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
It is, yeah. I don't want to fight, but I cannot retreat.
I do not wish to fight you, but our enemy has sent you to us, and now you force our hand. Come, brothers and sisters! Swift Runner calls you to battle! Drive this invader from our midst!
Yikes. Beasties. Beasties are coming.
It is begun.
We must have victory.
Brilliant! Enough! The forest has eyes of its own, and it shall deal with you. You have been warned.
Be careful now.
Oh my god, I have a question for you, Ima. What's your opinion on
Let's make this
Ozempic
quick. Oh, lovely.
as a weight loss method?
I shall do it.
Oh shit, Liliana's dead. It's okay. She's only here to open
Don't be a fool!
Ozempic.
And that!
You know the thing that celebrities use, like they inject themselves with.
Ooh, I think a boulder dropped
At your
from me there.
service.
Okay. Don't look at me like that. You make me blush. You haven't heard of it? Like that celebrities are apparently using this drug that's for stabilizing sugar in diabetic people, and it makes you stop feeling hungry. Okay. Apparently, it's very effective. As whether it's dangerous or not, it works. And I'm a little bit desperate because I'm battling with weight with my weight for the past 4 years. And I've been on diet, I've been working out, and it's like, okay, like with the workout, sometimes I struggle to keep up the routine, but it's also because like I do so much, like I work, I do this YouTube thing, you know, that makes me sit a lot. Now I have a car, so I go around and I do walks, and like initially I started losing weight, but now I'm gaining all the weight back again, and it's like my hormones are all fucked up, you know, and I have to go for a checkup now with the doctor next week, so I was thinking to ask them to prescribe me with Ozempic, because my stepfather got onto it and apparently it's really good and it's working, and he's been fat his entire life and he's been like losing weight like crazy. But it is pretty invasive, like you have to like inject yourself once a week, you know, with this like medication. But it's tempting, you know, because like I feel like I could maybe keep myself at the weight once I reach it, but I just need to get there. And it's like I spent all of last year starving myself you know? And it's like, I also don't want to do that anymore, because like the minute I so much as look at bread, I gain all the weight back. And it's like, I also don't want to have to go through life without eating a little bit of bread, or like having pasta once in a while. I'm not going to have it every day, but you know, it's like, I don't know, like there has to be some kind of balance, yeah? Like it cannot just be all, I have to starve myself now, or and then feel shit about myself or have no energy, you know? Like there has to be some kind of balance, right? So I'm thinking to ask them for it. It is a bit controversial because they're saying that apparently it became such a popular weight loss method that people with actual diabetes had, like, there was like a shortage of Ozempic, and so people with actual diabetes couldn't get their drug. But I don't know, it seems like it has been resolved, and there's a new drug that's been developed. It's specific, like it's based on the formula of Ozempic, but it's a different drug, slightly changed specifically for weight loss. Yeah. And honestly, like, I don't know, like, I feel World War III is coming, and I also don't want to, like, I don't want to feel in a year time, say if the the bombs start dropping and there's suddenly like a food shortage and a famine, and I'm gonna be like, God damn it, I just spent 1 year starving myself and now I'm going to starve for real, you know? Like, I don't want to have to be sitting in a bunker somewhere thinking about how I should have eaten that fucking donut a year ago, you know? Instead, like, I lost 20 kilos now, I don't have any, like, any insulation for the famine that is about to come, you know? So, I don't know, I feel maybe I should just take Ozempic, you know? Badly wounded, what happened to you?
We were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart. Attacked.
Take him back to the camp.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him. Thank the Maker we returned to the Dalish in time. He must have watched over this man.
Ma Syranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
Oh yeah, I know someone. I know someone who knows about it, who told me about it. He's gay. Apparently, a lot of gays take this, because like there's this sentiment in gay circles. They're like, I have to get my pride body, you know. So they just inject themselves with insulin to lose weight. You know, like, let me get my pride body on, you know? Honestly, the lens that they're not gonna go to. But to be honest, like, I'm generally very good. Like, I have never had any side effects from anything ever. Like, I am a fucking horse, you know? Like, I can survive anything. I don't know if it's to do with the fact that I did struggle years ago with drug addiction, and maybe I just like, come what may at this point, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not affected by things, you know? Like, I know some people, like, they will take antihistamines and they will have a reaction, you know? Like, no, you can't kill me. And honestly, like, I feel a little bit stupid because I feel I had a tendency to fall into, conspiracy theories, as many people with proclivity for spiritualism become suspicious of establishment and the government. We tend to buy into those conspiratorial beliefs. I'm no longer a purveyor of conspiracy theories. I no longer accept them or take them. I no longer believe them. But for example, it took me a while to accept that COVID was a thing. I didn't even take the vaccine, for example, which was like, for a long time, I was like, I'm not gonna take the vaccine, like they're trying to control us, I was one of those people. I'm no longer that person, and also I did end up getting the vaccine because when the restrictions were so heavy, still like 2 years into the COVID, eventually I wanted to go to Barcelona to visit my friend, and I ended up taking it. And the conclusion I arrived at is exactly the conclusion that made me snap out of my conspiratorial beliefs, because I was just like, what a fucking idiot am I? Like, I'm not gonna take the COVID vaccine, but 3 years prior, I was happily smoking crack in a den somewhere, like, I'm worried about putting the vaccine in my body, seriously? Like, that's what I'm concerned about? Yeah, well, to be honest, after the second one, I got sick. The second vaccine it made me like have symptoms. But I was like, I was a bit like, this is so fucking dumb. I used to literally smoke crack. Why am I like concerned about the vaccine? Like, why that is where I draw the line, and that kind of started to make me.
Darkspawn, straight ahead.
That's what made me kind of wonder, like, maybe I'm full of shit. And then I realized I was full of shit, and then everything was okay after that.
Quickly, we must fight! Oh, lovely.
Yeah, no, like, of course.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
To be honest, like, now I have this channel, I feel like I need to make a video about every single new thing that comes into my mind. But thankfully my ADHD incapacitates me a little bit from making videos about things that are not fully developed in my mind. But I sort of like, I want to go into it a little bit, like my maybe do like a vlog or something as part of like talking about spirituality, because like I had a journey with this like conspiracy beliefs, and even a lot of people like that I know, they still know, in the spiritual circles, like they would very much believe those type of things, like the thing that I think is the wildest thing that one of my friends believes is that it's that there exist tunnels underneath the earth that the elites, who are also reptilians, they transport and kidnapped children. They traffic children in underground tunnels under the earth, and they sacrifice them, cutting their thyroid gland out to turn it into adrenochrome, and then they drink it to stay young forever and to transform themselves into celebrities. And they do that all to worship chaos god named Moloch. That's a lot to unpack there, isn't it? Like, it was a lot to hear, even when I was like cautiously suspicious about the world, you know. I don't know. It happens in underground tunnels, man. Like, I don't know, like, how to explain it. There's not an explanation really. It's just, you know, people, they have beliefs and they, you know, it's important for them. And it's like, I kind of understand, because the way I came to understand conspiracies, it's kind of this way, that it's like, it's a very romantic, sexy idea, isn't it? It's like, it's almost like, yes, it's scary, because like we need to, it's almost like you need to have this like scary thing to believe in to explain the terrible things that are happening in the world, but it's still more soothing to have an explanation rather than these things happening randomly. Because like, if they don't happen for any reason, if it's just human nature and nobody is steering the ship, then that's an even scarier notion. But I actually think that that's exactly the truth. Like, no one is really in control. No one really knows what the fuck is going on. No one has the answers. Like, maybe some people think they do, and maybe some people are trying to like steer the ship whichever way, but they're not doing it competently. They're not like having that much of an impact. They're making a lot of mistakes because it's the most human thing to do. And it's just very scary that we are all basically children running amok in an insane asylum, you know, with tigers and pumas who are gonna eat our face. Like,
Enemies approaching!
I shall do it.
so it's like
Make a
having that
preserver.
conspiracy theory.
Let us end this.
You should run while you can.
Having a conspiracy theory almost like relieves that anxiety of, you know, no one's really in control of anything.
I shall do it.
Here comes trouble! I never liked this part.
So it's like they organize the lottery to trap time travelers. I love that one. That's actually so cool.
Enemy ahead. Watch out.
It shall be done.
Come and get it! I never liked this part.
It shall be done.
Let's end this.
Let us end
You know, I have a tradition of playing the lottery once a year for my birthday. Which, by the way, my birthday is coming up, so hopefully I will win this year. It's not a very effective strategy, but I always reckon, like, if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna win on my birthday. And how great it would be. Like, I don't even want to win, like, the millions, you know? Like, if I won, like, a scratch card, I don't know, 100,000 euro, like, I would have the deposit for mortgage, I could buy my house, you know. I would be so happy with that, you know? Like, I don't even dream, like, I won 10 million from the lottery, Euro Millions, you know, that, like, I just want, like, 100,000 to have 1/3 on a mortgage so that I can pay off the rest of the mortgage in, like, 15 years, you know? I'll be happy with that.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree?
This is apparently Lord of the Rings reference, by the way. Can't you see me? I'm an elf.
Ah, yes, I remember thee. Long ago, the elves roamed free, their numbers few and passing fast, until one eve we saw their last. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
The world is certainly full of marvelous, unexpected creations. Each day we see something that we never thought possible.
Wow.
And unless thou think'st it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon?
No. What are you exactly?
I have but
Okay.
one desire.
Okay. That
To
was
solve
about the
a
boat,
matter
this one.
very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn.
And you want it back?
All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without.
I could look for your acorn. What's in it for me?
My wooden skin has some magic, see? And part of it I can give to thee.
I prefer if you help me find Witherfire.
In the center of the forest the wares do dwell, or so go the tales my fellows tell. But they cannot be followed there. The forest doth protect the wares.
Why do trees protect them?
Perhaps wares use magic to command the trees. All I know is they move as they please.
And your wood can get me into the center of the forest.
The forest would see thee as a tree, and so no harm would come to thee.
Sounds like a fine reward.
Wilt
indeed.
thou then perform the task? Wilt thou save me as I ask?
Very well.
Go to the east to find this man. I shall await. Do what thou can.
By the way, can I run some ideas by you? Because I've been thinking about this long and hard. Because it's like, I feel like we are in a pivotal moment in history. And there's a lot going on. A lot of danger, a lot of uncertainty. The whole thing is becoming completely destabilized. And we probably need some kind of revolution. The problem with revolution and revolutionary sentiments is that it very rarely
Come and get it!
manages to establish a reliable structure after the revolution happens. I really agree with Zizek here, is that we are as a society very much in love with revolutionary sentiments, but we don't really have much of a plan of what's gonna happen after the revolution. So I've been trying to tackle this and just in my own very limited, uneducated way, come up with ideas of what can be done. So I have two ideas. What do you think if
We must not exhaust our supplies.
I will fight if I must. It is begun.
If we had a system where every law that gets passed into the law has an expiry date, so that we have to revisit it every 10 or 20 years and see if the law still applies in the world that we have in the next decade, so that we can like keep updating it. For example, like the law of marriage, you know, like 50 years ago we didn't think that gay people should have the right to marriage. Now we think they do, so we should like update it, you know. In the one way, I see that this could destabilize democracy, and I agree. So I wonder how we could like balance it, you know, how we could manage it so that we could still uphold democracy. But even democracy itself, I don't know if democracy works anymore, because like when I look at people such as Trump supporters, and a lot of them are completely blind and uneducated and extremely easily influenced, like psychologically manipulated to believe some sort of agenda, even as far going as like conspiracy theorists. Should we have some sort of merit system on who's eligible to vote? You know, like, I know we are going into like crazy authoritarian territory, but I'm flirting with this idea because I really think that there's a bunch of people that just should not be allowed to vote, you know? Because it's like, how do you prevent these populist movements, you know? Like, perhaps we should make it... We have to tackle the whole educational system. Like, I think that we should rewrite the global system of education. Like, I think that instead of teaching children to memorize information and learn useless facts and stuff like that, before we even get into that, we should teach children how to think and how to actually analyze and critically approach topics, you know? So like, I think that philosophy, critical thinking should be compulsory for everyone as early as can be, you know? I think like this should be like key subjects in school. And then another thing I think that should happen is that there should be a cap on how much wealth one person can own. So I think that between all the assets and all the money that they have, there should be a cap. No one should be allowed legally to be a billionaire. There should be a cap. If you reach a wealth between assets, money, accounts, blah, 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 of $1 billion, euro, whatever, then that's it. You get a diploma. Congratulations. You have won in capitalism. You get a little monopoly hat. But every penny after that goes to social projects, education, healthcare, transgender surgeries for trans women and men. Yes, I am a leftist through and through, you know.
Some type of beast ahead. Be careful. You forced our hand.
Yeah!
I'll try to be merciful.
Fucking Liliana, she keeps dying.
We must strike quickly.
As you say.
Just die already! Oh no, you don't! And that too!
Like, I keep thinking about it because I feel like we are reaching a point where we cannot just sit
Alistair
back
here.
and watch history unfold, because we are gonna have a disaster if that's gonna happen. So it's people
Sorry.
like you and me, and I know how thick that sounds, but we the people make the power, you know? We have the power to... How was this Charlie Chaplin speech? You have the power to create machines. You are not cattle. You are not machines. You are men. And I really believe in that. Like, I think that it's up to people like us, like everyday people, to come together and start talking about how we're going to tackle these problems, because right now we are on a course to total annihilation and we cannot let that continue going on, you know? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, that's...
Help. Listen.
That
I
is the problem, but
I appear to be.
the thing is, like, this is kind of what happened in America, that the fact that Trump won is not his victory, is the defeat of the Democratic Party. That they have gathered so much dislike to themselves by aligning themselves so much with this like corporate democratic elite, and being not really having a proper plan in place on how to soothe the socioeconomic and educational problems of the central political spectrum people and the disadvantaged people in America, which is that the whole community is growing. That, you know, that they push people away because leftists today, they don't want to vote on this Democratic Party in America, so they vote on independents that are never gonna win, but then that decentralizes the power of the left. And what happens instead is that this populist reactionary movement on the right, in the form of President Trump, comes together and unites against us while we are divided fighting ourselves, you know? So like, I think we need to have a new unification movement for the left. We need to have a plan on what's gonna happen when we bring out the guillotine. Like, we need to have a plan for the day after the guillotine. Yeah, like we can do that. That's fine, you know, like we can chop some heads off, but we need to have a plan on what's gonna happen the next day. And we need to also realize that this fragmentation in the way of like of voting on this independent thing, it doesn't work, because ultimately we're giving power to the right. So sometimes, like, the thing of like voting for lesser evil, I know it sucks, but the only way that we can have a strong opposition is actually go that direction. But individually, we have to put pressure on our local governments and speak to our local TDs and exercise pressure so that these political parties that are the lesser evil, that they adjust to whatever we need them to do. But in order to do that, we need to have these conversations. We need to establish what the fuck do we want, you know? Because yes, we can say we don't want Trump, we don't want his lot. But what are we gonna do about the suffering and the struggle of the people who have elected him? Because we cannot just ostracize him. Like, as much as I hate these fucking religious fundamentalists, they exist. They're here. We have to find a way to live with them, you know? So how are we gonna approach those topics? How are we going to approach the fact that there's more and more people living in poverty? How are we going to approach the cost of living crisis? How are we going to, in Europe, approach the topic of national defense? You know, like all these issues, we need to resolve them, you know, but it's only us, the people, we have to come up with these solutions. Yeah, I know. It's just like, I don't know, I'm thinking long and hard about this. Like, I am educating myself so fucking quickly. I'm listening to audiobooks on politics, you know. My next book is The Art of War by Sun Tzu, you know? I'm listening to lectures by philosophers, modern thinkers. I'm constantly trying to like research this information. Like, okay, I have some bias because my favorite philosopher is Zizek, you know. I love Zizek, it's the best. I've been listening to like ContraPoints, but you know, every now and again when I feel like I am mentally stronger on that day, I will listen to Jordan Peterson just to like hear what they are thinking. I don't agree with him, but I listen just to kind of know what the narrative on the other side is, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to do something. I don't know how to do anything, and I don't have all the answers, but I'm trying to reach out to people and have these conversations.
I am cursed, turned into this creature. The curse, it burns in me. I fled into the forest. The werewolves, they took me in, but I had to return. I had to.
Careful. These werewolves might have laid a trap for us or something. You never know.
You are an elf, but not one of the Dalish. I was until my change. Have you seen my clan?
Your keeper... Zathian is the one who sent me
The
here.
Keeper sent you? Then you seek Witherfang.
Have you seen him?
I have, but it is not what you think. But there is no time to explain. You must listen. My name is Delilah. My husband, he is called Athras. Please, you must bring him a message.
Oh, the poor woman, she's in such pain.
The staff I wear.
What is meant then?
To him. Tell him I love him. Tell him I am dead, and with the gods, I beg you.
It's a guy. I spoke to Atras. He's worried about
I
you.
want him to be at peace. He is a good man. Please do not let him suffer thinking of me. Oh, the pain. The curse is fire in my blood. Please,
Oh, sure.
hand it for me. Hand it
Is he like the Polish equivalent of Putin, basically? Is that what he is? Is he like the Polish version of Viktor Orban? Like, what was this guy? There was a Polish guy, he went to the European Parliament. He had like a thing that he was a far-right guy, and then he had a picture holding a femboy in his arms. There was a guy, I don't remember his name. He founded Confederacja, I think. Or was one of the founders. Yeah, Korwin Mikke, yeah. Is he like that? Is that the type? Yeah, of Mikke holding, of Corvin holding a femboy in his arms. Oh, right. What's his deal? I need answers. There must be some way to heal you.
Magic will not work against the curse. Ah, you must end it.
Okay, shall we kill her or leave her? Okay. This I always understand as a card of peace. It's Also, like America, right? Like public healthcare is not a right. Yeah, yeah. Is that what he's about? But anyways, this card is I always understand it as a card of peace or good messaging. It is a 1, so it kind of correlates to the path of life and spiritual teachings and the element of fire. It is also number 6, so it's kind of the midpoint of a spiritual journey. But here, like, okay, like, the peaceful message could be like, we leave her because we don't want to kill her, or like we do the merciful thing and put her out of her misery. So what's the action? I think we're gonna leave her because this card is kind of the card of movement and abandonment, especially in reverse. It kind of leans into its more negative aspects. It is also a 6. It's a 6 of swords. So we have 2 6s, and 6s are normally very magical numbers because 6s create. They birth realities. So okay, so I guess you'll dance soon enough.
And I will end it myself.
Don't look now, but...
well,
look now.
I shall do it. Very well.
Let's make this quick!
Okay. What's his opinion about the threat of Russia coming to Poland? Because I'd say like the biggest concern for Poland right now should be Russia. Like Putin is probably should be the #1 crisis right now. Just kind of like looking from outside in, it feels like that's probably the main concern. Right. Well, in my book, agreeing with any dictator is never good.
Wild creatures ahead!
It shall be done. It is begun.
Get off!
Let's make this quick! A bit more dying, please!
Very well.
I never liked this part.
Jesus. Does he have a strong following? Or is he just one of those that's very loud but no one really cares about him? Because even like Corvin had some people following him, but in the end he couldn't amass strong enough support.
It shall be done.
As you say.
Shit.
Damn you!
I shall do it. It is begun.
No!
As you say.
Right.
Okay, when...
Immediately.
And that too!
Alright. keep dying on me.
On my way.
Oh shit, he's the second most popular. Fuck. I have a feeling that it's probably some sort of meddling of Russia. And also, like, yeah, like Polish people have always been very divided along those political lines, so... But is he the representative of peace, like the law and justice?
It's done.
Party? Hey, disturb the ward.
At your order.
You... Okay.
Right.
No quarter shall be given.
What?
Okay, you do this.
Yes.
Yes.
Shit, you do this.
I am armed. I am ready. Very well.
Shit.
Send me.
Must there always be more killing? We must strike quickly.
Do you need help?
Very well.
No!
Yes.
You...
Immediately.
Okay.
We must fight.
Shit, I'm gonna die!
I shall do it.
No!
At your order. Right.
Shit. Oh, fuck. Regeneration. Rejuvenate him.
Do you really wish to be beaten by an old woman?
As you say.
God damn it. I don't think we are strong enough to do this.
I shall do so.
No! Okay, we are done. In del nome del Padre, del Figlio e Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Okay. Well, last save. Okay, what is this New Hope?
We must
thing?
drive these beasts off. Now we go into battle. As you say.
All right, let's go!
Oh shit!
Blast!
It's a dasher! Let's make this quick!
And
Let's grab some glory!
Traskowski, what is his thing? Is he Theo?
We must have victory. I shall do it.
Please.
Okay, we're gonna
Careful.
just skip right through it.
The Keeper sent you? But
Oh, the
staff. Bring it to him. The pain. Magic will not work against
And he's the most popular one there, yeah?
you. Then
be wary. There is danger.
Is he most popular by a lot or just by a little bit? Is there any fear? Okay. Well, I know it might seem like voting for lesser evil, but if you consider the antagonisms, honestly, now that you've told me that, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna go vote for Traskowski, because like if you consider the antagonism, it's like it's not about really electing the guy who's good. It's about stopping the evil, you know?
Very well.
defend yourself!
Go down!
Because it's not gonna do anything if you're gonna vote for someone that is surely not gonna win anyway. It's better to make your vote really count by voting on the guy who's gonna stop the evil guy from
I shall do it.
Becoming in power.
Let us end this.
Right.
Watch out!
Very well. It is begun.
Here comes trouble!
Let us end this.
What?
You.
As you say.
This.
I am armed.
Ha! I'll try to be merciful.
Oh, do the first field.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, Liliana's having her moment. Go, Liliana, go.
Oh, the blasted!
It is begun.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Yeah.
At your service.
It's like, it's that thing that kind of, that's the problem that happened in America, that they, like, were sick with the Democratic Party, and they voted for a lot of independents, and it's like, I'm not saying that these independents are bad, I'm saying that you need to be realistic about what's going to happen. Okay, I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna come back here another day.
Allow me. I could do that for you. What's next?
Oh.
Oh dear, oh dear. Not a werewolf and not a spirit even. What are the woods coming to?
When is the election, by the way? Wait, are you the thief that took the acorn?
Mayhap I did and mayhap I didn't. Have you come to claim it back? Oh, what fun. But we are getting ahead of ourselves already. Ask a question and you'll get a question, but give an answer and you'll receive the same. Oh, I do so love to trade.
I really just want the acorn.
No! That is not a question. And if it be an answer, it be an answer to a question I've not asked. Have you no sense for the rules?
Be careful, Grey Warden. This is no ordinary man. He is a mage.
I know.
Driven mad, perhaps, but still powerful.
No fair bringing mages to a guessing game. Will you play by the rules or not?
Then you would like me
I
to
think
trade
it is
with
your
that?
turn to ask, is it not?
Who are you?
Who am I? Why do you want to know? Did they send you? Did they tell you to ask?
Who's they?
Oh, did they tell you to pretend to be an innocent stranger with a head full of fluff and nothing? I'm trickier than I look. I survive still, and the trees, they leave me be. I've won. They will never find me. Never.
I found you.
So you did. But I'm watching you. If they sent you, I'll know. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go.
Do you want me to ask another question?
May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Now, what shall be the first? Oh, yes. What is your name?
Neria.
So you claim. They sent you, didn't they? But you're too tricky, and you're trying to fool me. Well, I'm on to you, just so you know. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Do you have the acorn?
Suddenly it all becomes clear. You hear that talking tree there? It all makes sense now. As a matter of fact, yes. I do have that tree's acorn. I stole it, and it was easy. Silly tree should have locked it up tighter. If you want it, you'll have to trade me for it. And nothing from that silly tree. No leaves or branches or anything. But that's all I have to say about that. An answer for an answer. There you go. May I? Oh, yes, I think I might. Where were you born?
However.
So you say. Fiendishly clever of you to maintain this facade for so long, but I will see through it yet. Mark my words. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask. Ask away, I dare you.
Do you have anything to trade?
Let's see. I'll trade you an acorn, a helmet I found, or a book I finished reading years ago, provided you have something interesting in return.
I want to trade for the acorn.
Oh, and what do you have to trade for the acorn?
Actually, sorry, spirits of fun, spirits of play. Help me decide. Shall I kill the madman or shall I trade with him? Ooh! I think the spirits chose the dark side. the devil in reverse. The devil symbolizes attachment to physical things. So okay, I've changed my mind.
Well, that's your business then, isn't it? I still answered your question, and now it's my turn again.
But I'm gonna take it as time to kill.
Not fair. Not fair. This is completely against the rules.
Huh?
You just watch your manners. I've only so much blood in this frail body of mine, and I intend to keep it there.
He uses illusions to disappear. No doubt it is how he survives in this forest. Who is he? An apostate, perhaps?
Huh. You hear that? I intend to keep it there, so no more of your shenanigans. Not fair. Not fair. This is completely against the rules.
Okay.
You just watch your manners.
Okay.
You hear that? I intend to keep it there, so no more of your shenanigans.
All right.
May I? Let's see. Do you have a knowledge of the arcane arts? If I could tell, I wouldn't have to ask you now, would I? Do you have the knowledge or not? I knew that. Or did I? I forget now. But if you are a mage, that means that they sent you. Or does it? Drat. But it is your turn to ask now. Ask.
Okay.
Ask away.
Then
I
I
dare
guess
you.
we trade.
Let's see. I'll trade you an acorn, a helmet I found.
Yeah.
Oh, and what do you have to trade for the acorn?
How about a book?
A book, eh? What sort of book?
Elven history.
Elven history, you say?
It's the one that
That might make for good
Cameron
reading
gave
by
us.
the moonlight. Or it'll be better than using leaves. Give me that. There. Now that's done. What else have you got on your agenda,
I should go.
Oh, I see. You're going to report to them now, are you?
Yes.
Fine. Goodbye.
Okay, I think we're gonna wrap up here for today. Save the game. We're gonna wrap up here, so let's just say goodbye to the spirits. Thank you, spirits, guides, guardians, ancestors. Thank you, spirits of fun, play, and games, for joining us and guiding us in this exercise of tarot through entertainment. You're free to leave now. Thank you so much for everything you've shown us. Thank you, Goddess Isis, for keeping an eye on us, keeping us safe and protected, and embracing us. You're also free to go. Thank you so much. And this space is now resolved. All right. And thank you, my friends, for joining me here in this little exercise we are doing with Dragon Age. If you like this live, like, subscribe, drop me a comment down below. If you want to catch me live, I'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock London time, with Cyberpunk. We are starting the, well, we're wrapping up a couple of things in Cyberpunk, and then we're gonna start the finale. Yeah, and if you're not into Cyberpunk, then I will be playing The Sims 2 on Saturday. I will probably be very hungover because I'm meeting a friend of mine who's a little bit wild. We always kind of just end up getting wasted together, so I kind of have no reservations. That's probably it's gonna happen, but it's gonna be fun. My birthday's coming up, their birthday is coming up. We're gonna celebrate. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow.